Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. So Clay, we noticed that our entry-level market and the homes are flying off the shelves, but the higher we go up and the more expensive homes, the more it slows down. But real estate's such a great investment. You should really be stretching as much as you possibly can, right?
It really is. And you look at it, I have some great friends that really took advantage of the market, especially when nobody wanted to buy, and they said, okay, we're gonna get in and buy. And my word, they created a huge nest egg for themselves. If you look at it historically, we had the bubble, but you know what? If you look at historically, real estate has been a phenomenal investment. And we've seen how healthy the market is the last few years. Just a nice, good pace that we're seeing it go up in. And the other thing that people say is they look at the jumbo market and they say, I have to have a pretty big down payment to get into this home. It's true a little bit. You have to have a little bit more down. You used to have 25% for a while. Now that's gotten all the way down where you can get to a jumbo loan for as little as 10% down and get into, some really nice homes, much like the ones we've been looking at on the show.
And the nice thing is that it's a great investment in your future because those big houses, they just become more and more valuable.
Well, and let me give you an example. One of my friends actually bought one when the market was kind of, he's like, all right, I'm gonna walk in. It was a bigger home than he really wanted. And so he picked up this home and it was, around the $1.5 million range. Well, here we are about 5 years later. Guess how much that's gone up in value?
How much?
About $1 million.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
so
2.5.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So you see a nice increase in those valuations, and there's so many stories like that.
That's retirement in itself.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
Instead of investing on money, because money depreciates, you're investing in real estate, which in the long term might go up and down, but it's always going to appreciate.
Well, and you look at that, he says, a little bigger payment than I wanted initially, but there was no other place I could have put that money to get the return on investment I got with that monthly payment.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is.
Okay, for this one, we're going to be heading out to beautiful Sandy, and this is one of those beautiful, mature neighborhoods that's so popular. And I've got Bettina Katz here, which is a wonderful realtor, and I guess there's a lot of interest on this one, right?
There's so much interest on this house, Jay. It really is hot. It is a great area, but on top of that, this house just has an amazing flow to it. It has these mature trees all around it. You walk into this house and you just know it's warm and inviting. Here's the outdoor deck. It's just sensational. You can sit outside, have a cup of coffee, you walk up the steps, you walk into this house, and you already see the backyard right there through those double doors. It's got this lovely, super large dining room, great for family entertaining.
Yeah. So you already got a couple offers on this, right?
Oh yes, I already do.
And so what's so popular about these homes? Obviously, people are looking at new construction versus existing, and with this type of house, you've got a really well thought out floor plan that's really easy to change around. So some people will come in to a house like this and live in and love it exactly the way it is, and some people will come in and completely gut it out and start over, and it just depends on what you're looking for, but it appeals to a lot of different people, right?
I absolutely agree with you, Jay. It's just somebody can just walk right in with their toothbrushes, or somebody can just walk in and change the countertops and the flooring, but the structure, the layout of this house is what makes this house so incredibly special. It just works. You're in the kitchen, you're talking to everybody right over there in the next room, in the breakfast room. There right behind you, you have your laundry room.
So you can ride out the garage there.
Yes.
You've got your laundry right there. You put all your stuff away, and then you walk into the kitchen. Yeah.
And on the opposite side, right over there, you have your half bath, and that door leads to the backyard. So you're outside with your kids or your grandchildren or gardening. You walk right in, clean up, go into the kitchen.
So master on the main floor, of course.
You have a master on the main floor with the 2 additional bedrooms on the main floor, and then you have 2 more bedrooms downstairs. So it's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath house.
Yeah. It's a pretty good size.
It really is. They pack a lot into 3,300 square feet.
Yeah, they thought of it. It's kind of interesting. You think, what year was this built?
This house was built in 1985,
Yeah.
redone about 2012.
Yeah, and so those floor plans worked really well then, and they still work now. You know, with some subtle changes and stuff, these houses can be just as good as new construction.
Without a doubt, or I would have to say the space and all the bedrooms and the closets and the way it's laid out, it's the reason people are looking at this age house,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
Yeah, and it's awesome, which I really like. It's a timeless and it's a great area. And Sandy, and we always like it when real estate reaches that point where the neighborhoods become so valuable, and that's one of these things that's one of the charms of this house is really the neighborhood.
Absolutely. She has lovely neighbors, and you can also walk about 14 minutes and you're already on tracks. The owners of this house, they've been here for over 20 years, and when they go to the airport, they literally walk over the tracks and go straight to the airport, or even to downtown.
That's a great idea.
It really is. It's great.
Yeah, Salt Lake City. So we're down in the basement. Looks like they got a little game room down here.
Oh boy, little game room, no. Super large game room, yes. Very oversized. Den, family room, really spacious. You could see where the pool table is. They redid this master bathroom in this beautiful white tile and this really cool blue color. Very, very well thought out. There's one of the bedrooms that she's converted into a sewing room. Very spacious, nice closet, and there's another bedroom right across the hall from this one.
So let's talk about there's the garage, obviously. We're headed back into the backyard now. So tell me, they've added they've got a 2-car garage attached to the house, but then they've added a 3rd-car garage in the back, right?
Yes, which was absolutely brilliant because it acts as a 3rd-car garage or a place for your toys or a wonderful workroom.
Yeah, and that's always, if there was one challenge, say, for the houses that were built in this area, people didn't take a lot of value in garages, but the way they finished this out, this modernized everything, and that will bring a ton of interest in this house because people want this neighborhood, they want this style of house, but they also want the 3-car garage, and once you handle that, then boy, it's offer after offer. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is really what appealed. This 3rd attached garage is really what appealed to quite a few buyers.
Yeah, and there you have it. And that's Sandy, just a beautiful area in Salt Lake. And that's what you get for, how much? What are we talking about money-wise?
We are talking $389 for a wonderful, warm, fabulous family home.
So Clay, here we go. We're going to Cedar Hills, and a lot of people don't know about Cedar Hills because
they don't.
It wasn't until recently that they even put something on the freeway to say this is where you get off to go to Cedar Hills.
That's right. Yeah.
And so if you don't know, it's right there by Highland and Alpine and kind of American Fork, but it's back against the mountain right there.
Yeah, right up against them. Yeah.
And what we know about that area, this is where the tech boom is booming, right?
That's right.
And this is one of those sleepy little towns. The Cedar Hills got a great reputation, though. Their golf course up there.
It does.
Yeah, I love their golf course. And this is where you can get into a really good deal, but still be right there near the tech industry.
Right
in that
center of
area.
everything. Yeah.
It builds out from there. And a little sleepy little town like Cedar Hills, this could be a really great place to to live. Kind of live, work. I mean,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, awesome. And this one, good little property on a cul-de-sac, which is really nice. Faces just the right direction. It's got a deck off the back, nice little backyard. You're looking at, it was built in 2010. It's got a lot going for it. It's just over 6,000 square feet with 7 bedrooms, 3 full and 1 half bath. So it's got a lot of space.
Room.
A lot of room.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also got the 3-car garage. It's got everything you want, as you notice.
Great
Main
laundry
floor living.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I really like about this one is they put the master on the main floor, and as you notice, you go on the back corner here. Here you go into the master, which is a good size, generous master bedroom, just the way you want it, okay? And then they put all the other bedrooms on the other side, so they're going to be up above the garage and then down in the basement. So you've almost, if you think about it this way, you've got a wing on the one side where the master is, and then all the other kids' bedrooms are upstairs and on the other side of things.
Right.
Which, I mean, if you could design it, I mean, that's what you'd want it, right?
That's exactly, that's how our house was in Springville, and I love that layout, actually.
Yeah. I mean, because, you had your wing of the house.
That's right.
We call it the West Wing in this case. So they had the West Wing in the house, and then you had all your bedrooms upstairs, and then the basement had, as we're going to go take a look at the basement, it's got a lot of opportunity, a lot of cool things going on in the basement. And this one, it's 7 bedrooms.
Yeah, that gives you a lot of room for, children and of course visitors, guest bedroom, but yeah, very nice sized home for a large family, and
Yeah.
somebody who just likes to have guests and entertain too.
Which, I mean, you're going to have. So this is going upstairs now above the garage. And so this is where they take advantage of that space. So it's what the house is considered. It's not a 2-story. They consider it, and the term is they call it a frog, which is finished space above the garage or something like that. Is which is a good way to do it because you can take advantage of it, still have the same roof line.
Yeah.
You can, it adds a perspective and kind of depth to the look of the house.
Yes.
But it still lays out like a Rambler, which is cool. And then down in the basement, you can see they've got another kitchenette
wow.
down there.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
And plenty of space. Because
Lot
even
of
though
space.
they've actually got one of the bedrooms that you can turn into 2 bedrooms. It's like it's double size. And so you could make this 7 into an 8-bedroom house easy. And look at this underneath the garage, suspended
great.
garage, and that's where they put the theater. And this one again,
So smart.
they put this. Think about this. It's underneath the garage. The master bedroom is all the way on the other side on the main floor, and then the other bedrooms are 2 stories up. And so this is well thought of.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's kind of placing things
Yeah.
in the right.
So you can take advantage of a 6,000 square foot, make it seem like it's twice the square
Yeah.
footage. In the backyard, you can see they've got some really nice decks
Yeah.
and some nice coverings, gazebos and all that kind of stuff. Beautiful little property.
That is.
We were looking for a new home. Some were too big, some were too small, some were just wrong. Then, wow, we were in our dream home.
Then the hard part started. All this paperwork.
Luckily, we had Steve, a loan officer from Castle & Cook Mortgage, on our side. Even though he's done this 1,000 times, he knew we hadn't. He took care of everything, and fast, so we could focus on the things that really matter, like enjoying our new home. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle.
Most people aren't insurance experts. Shoot, most of the time they don't know what coverage they have or even who their agent is. It's okay. It's not your job to be an insurance nerd. It's mine. I even have the glasses and sweater vest. As your personal insurance nerd, my staff of nerds and I are excited and eager to get nerdy about your insurance. Your coverage is important and so is the price. We understand that. Let us get nerdy about the details. If you're looking for the cheapest price from some online company regardless of coverage, you've got the wrong nerd. Now, if you're looking for a personal relationship with a local insurance nerd who cares about covering you and your family and that your cat's name's Fluffy, I'm your nerd. Give us a call or shoot us an email. If we don't answer right away, it's because we're deep in the nerdiness with another client. Don't worry, we'll get right back to you. We always do. Kai Tanner, Farm Bureau Insurance.
What's the worst part about selling your house and moving to St. George? The move. So now anyone who works with Jay on buying a house in St. George gets a complimentary moving package from Zippy Shell, Utah.
And be sure to tune into Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4, Good for Utah. Okay, Clay, for this one, we're going to be heading down to Mapleton. And, of course, Mapleton is one of the crown jewels down in southern Utah
It
County,
is,
right?
yeah, just right there, just south of Springville. It's beautiful, it's secluded. It's kind of the place to be when you're down that South Utah County.
That's right, because they're all
Yeah.
on larger acres down there.
Yes.
And it's not, some of the South County, you'll get into smaller acreage, inexpensive homes, but Mapleton is, I think they're all on like half acre.
Yeah.
And so this is what you get into is farmhouses like this.
It's fun to drive through Mapleton. There's just such beautiful country and area there, and you get these beautiful homes just like this one.
Yeah.
That are really unique and have a lot of character too.
And so this one was originally built in 1973, but as you can see, they have completely done an absolutely beautiful remodel.
Oh, they have. Yeah, you look at the cabinetry and the countertops, and they've really gone all out on this one.
And they've done a big extension on it, and the finishes and everything they did on this is the best of both worlds because you've got animal rights on this property. So if you're having a couple of horses, you can have chickens, turkeys, whatever you want to do, and then you walk inside and you've got your new modern farmhouse because that's kind of the style right now, right?
It is, and what family hasn't dreamed of that? Having some animals there on the property, and just look at that floor plan and the design, the architecture, and the ceiling is just incredible.
This was an addition. Former owner of this house was an artist, and they wanted that northern light to come in, and so they built this extension onto it, this beautiful room right here, and of course then they decked it out with all this really nice furnishings and stuff. And so it's I'm a really big fan of this house. I mean, this is one, and I think it's a tremendous value. They're only $114 a square foot.
And I love the wood tones they put throughout this, and just the the wainscoting and some different things that they've done here that are just give it a lot of class and really make it eye-popping.
So this is when we first took this listing, one of the problems they had is they had remodeled the whole thing except for the master bath. And they didn't have a very big closet. And so as we went and looked at the house, they said, everything is amazing, but your master bath doesn't match the rest of the house. And so, and look at this. Here's a little deck off the master bedroom that he looks out over the valley.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, as it looks over the property,
Yeah,
you see
up
the
in those
animals out
mountains.
there and the mountains,
And so take a look at this. They just finished this beautiful remodel of this bathroom. And what we did is we took one of the bedrooms that was right next to it and turned that into a huge master closet.
Such a necessary thing in today's market, right? And
Yeah.
they just really did this right too.
Yeah, and so they did this beautiful remodel. It took us a couple weeks to get it done, but it was, the rest of the house was done. It was perfect and immaculate, and that's what it was missing, is just this one last piece. So now it's come back up on the market, and it's ready to go. This is going to be looking into some of the kids' bedrooms that are upstairs, which are so cute. Darling.
Yeah, just some great design that they did there. Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be more of the bedroom, all those mature trees, which you gotta love mature trees.
You do.
Yeah.
It gives you some great shade, just makes it, the overall market appeal and curb appeal is significantly improved with that mature landscaping.
And this is going to be down, this is going to be more of the remodel. It's going to be down in the basement here. As you can see, they've got a nice little family room. They've got another couple bedrooms down here.
Yeah, nice kitchenette. Yeah.
Really great stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so this one, like I said, it's only $114 a square foot. It's on almost an acre. It lays out really nice. The neighbors next to it have horses, so if you wanted to keep horses, you could possibly board them there on your house, or you could put it on yours. There's a really nice aerial view. Look at that beautiful landscaping.
That. Yeah.
It's got plenty of room. Even if you want to put horses back in the back corner back here, they'd fit in there great.
They would.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan. I, of course, have to be centrally located in the Salt Lake Valley, but this would be a house that would be fun to live in,
And everybody, the great thing about this is the community feel and the support that you get down here too, with just a lot of the great traditions that they have in this community and some of the outings they have, and there's a real strong community there in Mapleton and Springfield, and this fits right in with that whole property. What a great layout.
Yeah, look at all. I like to see their water running. Nothing better than that, right?
I know.
A little water in
Keeping everything green.
Beautiful little property. I love it.
Well, we've been thinking about it, and we're just not sure.
I understand.
We've never sold a house before.
I'll walk you guys through every step.
So if we sell, do you think we can swing it?
Well, I have the numbers right here, and based on the comps that I found, the timing is perfect. There are a lot of buyers for a house like yours.
It's good to know.
I'm so excited.
Jay Deere here with Real Estate Essentials. Have you ever been driving through a neighborhood and just died to know how much those houses cost? Well, just download Real Estate Essentials' new free app. It uses your phone's GPS to track your location, and then it uses a multiple listing service to give you all the details. All you need to do is text RE-UTAH to 32323, and be sure to tune into Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4, good for Utah. Okay, Clay, for this one, we're going to be jumping out to Harriman. Of course, everybody knows where Harriman is. Yeah, kind of the southwest of Salt Lake Valley.
Yeah.
And look at the views.
Oh, yeah.
See, Harriman is a little bit higher altitude than the rest of the valley, so they get up against that, above that inversion layer. And so because of the new freeway access that goes all the way out there, it's real easy to get out there. It used to be hard to get to. So this area is growing really, really quickly. And this home, as you can see, it's on a cul-de-sac and backs to natural acreage of BLM land. And so
that first shot, you see it just look with that hill in the background. I mean, it's just a breathtaking view, and what a beautiful property.
Yeah, and I have to be honest with you, as I see this house, and I know about this house, I personally am like biting my lip trying not to buy this house because this is one of the best values I've seen in the market, because this is our market's not a market that you can find good deals unless you get into the multi-million-dollar price range, but this one, at the price range it's at, I mean, look at how it's finished out. I mean, this thing is immaculate, really, really well. I mean, we're going to go over the details of this, but they're only at $99 a square foot.
That's crazy, because when you look at the quality of finishes throughout this property, interior, exterior, everything about it, they've really paid attention to all the details. And so to have that price per square foot is very untypical.
Yeah, because if we went to build this home, you'd be looking at $130 to $140 a square foot. Plus you'd add in landscape, you'd have to finish the basement. This basement's already 70% finished. It's got views, as you can see, out of each room. It's a premium lot in a really well, obviously it's built out incredibly. And so I have a hard time been trying to, okay, since we're here and we're talking about it, let's talk about money and what this would look like.
Well, the thing I love about this one is where the price point is on this particular property and the location where it's in Salt Lake County. This lets you get into this type of a property for a conforming loan, which is crazy, because normally you'd be in a jumbo loan, you have a little bit higher interest rate, you have a bigger down payment. On this one, you could literally get into this for a conforming Fannie Mae loan. You'd be looking at like 10% down, and you get the very best interest rates that are available out there.
That's incredible.
It is.
Now you're making it even harder for me not to pull the trigger on this.
I can tell you're being truthful too.
I know. Yes, we've talked. We've been on the show for like 4 years now. I've never said this before. Listen, I'm thinking about buying this property, but I'm like really trying my best, because I don't need to buy a lot more real estate. You know what I mean? But this is one I look at. You know, there was another one that was on the show a couple months ago, and I was like, man, I wish I would have bought that house. But this one's the next one. You know, it's not very often though I have these feelings, but this is one that I look at and go, this is opportunity. Yeah,
this you walk through this property, you know, it's one that we look at and we go, every room that we go into, and every little aspect of this home, they've thought it through, they've designed it very well, and
it just keeps going. Look at those views.
It does.
Well, it's killing me though, but you know, there's only 2 of us. My kids are, you know, raised, and so what am I going to do in 7,000 square feet?
Yes.
That's what I keep trying to hold on to. I'm not going to.
I know. I know, but it's tough when you see this type of a property, and to get the kind of financing you can get on it.
I know. Yeah, it's killing me. It really. So anyway, let's look at this one. The cool thing about this house, it's not just the the nice finishes they put in there. He's also got a whole audio system that's all built in, and so he can lock all the doors and control everything from his phone. It's all THX speakers. I used to, have a home theater installation business, and so I understand the quality that goes into that type of sound system.
Yeah.
And
it's a smart home. You know, I mean, it's everything's controlled, like you say, with your mobile phone. So it truly has that smart home technology, and with everything else in this property, it's just that much more of an advantage. You know, something you look at and go, wow, what a great thing.
Look at the theater. Yeah. Look at this beautiful theater. And down in the basement, they have a full spa down there. I mean, they've got everything. Got a swim spa down there. One of those ones you can swim against the current. Yeah. They've got everything in this thing. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, the lighting, everything's amazing. Swim spa. It's got a sauna. It's got a steam room. The massive home theater. We thought there is the office. Look at those views.
This is like that type of home you walk into, you know, in the parade of homes, and they think of everything and they lay it out very well, and you say, wow, I want this house just like it is. You know, I just want this house, and you know, that's the feeling I've gotten as we looked at this home.
I know, it kind of reminds me of that. Now we're headed down to the basement. Now think about in the basement, normally you're below grade, right? You're looking out at walls or something. No, this one actually has incredible views even out of the basement.
Well, when you have that daylight streaming in like that, and you're able to see those, I just love that design and that setup, and it's one of the things where they put this kind of on that hill the way they did. You have that opportunity to do that. You get these amazing views. I mean, look at that gym. That is, you know, I mean, just... Here's your steam room.
Yeah,
you know,
you gotta have that, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that is one that I really like the steam rooms. So I prefer.
To be honest with you, when I put this on,
they have the dry.
You thought you wanted to buy this.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I mean,
we never say this though.
I know. It is. It's just one of those. You know, I prefer the kind of the moist heat on the steam room over the dry, but this has both. You know, and so every person has.
There's your swim spa outside, so you can swim, and it's got beautiful landscaping, as you can see. And the best part about it backs to open space, and it's up on the hill.
Yeah, and like you said, when that lifts you up out of that inversion that we get in wintertime, and you're just looking out, you're up above that, you're in the clean air. It's just look at that. The decking on this, and just the quality of workmanship on every little detail. Like I said, interior and exterior.
Yeah, this is a special home. It's got that 3-car garage. I don't see any downside with this house.
No.
I really don't. This is somebody's going to get a really good deal on an amazing home on this one.
Yeah, I mean, everything about it is just the ceiling height in that garage, the height of the garage doors. What a beautiful property.